Hi everyone, welcome on my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna show you the team that I use for Steel Flanked Penveid, and the main change we will speak about the main changes that they do on Steel Flanked Penveid and why do we now have to use another team than the team that we used before. Let's see.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
So I'm gonna explain you the team that I use and the different changes on Steel Flanked Penveid. The first thing is that now you're gonna need to use a debuffer. Let's read together the different debuff that he has right now. He has Bladed Gust from Thriften, and this is why you're gonna need to use Thriften, because Bladed Gust is the only one debuff in the game, I think, that cannot be removed. And the problem of this boss is that right now Piercing Wound is not considered as a debuff anymore. It means that you can't trigger the second passive of Caliban Archer if you don't have a debuff on the boss. Before the update, we didn't need to have any debuffer because this thing was considered as a debuff. And you already know that. We will read together the skill 2 of Caliban Archer. Attacks one enemy 3 times, blah blah blah, damage, and if target has debuff, then he will charge the attack gauge, and it will also allow him to cut the Stygian Aura. And if he has this buff, then when attacking while you have Stygian Aura, then you will trigger the second passive and you will attack the selected target 5 times, deal a lot of damage, ignores the defense, blah blah blah, and it will remove the Stygian Aura, so you will have to use the skill 2 again against someone with the with debuff, and etc etc. But now this thing is not a debuff anymore, so you have to find the best debuffer in the game that can also be useful on Steel Flanked Penveid. And why I tell you that you must find a debuff that cannot be removed, simply because the tusk, the right and the left tusk of the boss will remove the debuff right here. No, this is not what I want. It will charge decrease the attack gauge by 30% with 50% chance, and also remove all the debuff. That's why it was very easy before, because he got that thing and we could just use Caliban Archer without worry about the second passive. But now we need to deal with the new mechanic, and I'm not sure that they are going to change that, because it seems logic that Piercing Wound is not considered as a debuff, because literally the debuff is something that's gonna reduce any basic stats. It is not just an effect. A debuff is debuff and effect is effect. Well, in this game specifically, and you can notice it when you use Ain, you got the dot is not considered as a debuff. You got the debuff, you got the hard normal effect, so every different things are different. And this is why I don't think that it was logic that they consider this thing, Piercing Wound, as a debuff. So that's why you need to play someone with a debuff that cannot be removed. And why this debuff cannot be removed. I don't know. But right now, this is how you can deal as much damage as possible. You have to play with 3 stand and maybe until the next update, I don't know, but Bladed Gust can't be dispelled by the tusk of the boss. Sadly, he got a recovery disruption, so he's probably going to die. But this is basically what look like the team that I use. I know some players are also using K, but I tried and it seems that it is very complicated to manage the equipment with K, but it is not too difficult to build this team. At least I didn't make that much try. Yeah, obviously sometimes you will have the recovery disruption, you will die, but as you can see, I made maybe 5 to 10 tries maximum, and I did this result. So this is the team that I'm going to recommend you in this video, but I know that, as I said, some players are doing much more damage with K instead of A. For example, he's doing 18 billion, 19 billion, 104 hurt, and me, I'm doing only 94. So it seems that this team is much better, but I tried to build this team, and honestly, I don't know, I could not finish the fight. So this is why I'm not gonna explain you anything about this team, because I can't make it. But this team, sure, it works. I'm gonna show you the gear, and this is the team that I recommend you to make. And normally you should not have that much problem with this team, and the mechanic is going to be similar of what we did before. You just need to replace the equipment from K to 3 stand and play 3 stand with some effect accuracy, because the boss has a lot of effect resistance, and if you don't have enough effect accuracy, then you will not land this debuff or even the attack speed decrease too. So let's look together the stat. I'm gonna obviously show you the skill order, but you will see that this is basically what we used to do with K. So attack speed, the classic gear on Caliban Archer, as always, as much attack as possible. There I'm using HP, yeah, something specific on this boss. You need to have more HP on Archer than on 3 stand, like we did before, because if you don't have enough HP on Caliban Archer, then he's going to be the target of the boss and he will die. That's why you have to be careful about this, the difference of the HPs between these two champs. Normally you should have much more HP on Surin. Yeah, you can also use this set on Surin. It will increase the damage. This is better than nothing. You can use attack speed on the orb. Recovery, obviously you're gonna need to use recovery here, and well, attack speed there, or maybe recovery. I'm gonna make some tests. I'm not even sure that this is the best optimization right now. As I said, I just made, I didn't make that much try. And Hein is going to take a lot of damage, and she's not doing that much damage on the boss. When she will trigger the counter attack, she will deal globally a lot of damage because she will hit 3 different targets, but you don't care that much about the damage that you're gonna do on the head. So this is why objectively she is not very useful as pure damage dealer. So I just try to have some effect, like a resistance on her, enough HP to allow her to survive, and she's mainly here for the buff. I would say she's really a pure support, a pure buffer. And also, if she can trigger the counter attack to remove the shield quickly, then it's great. This is mainly why I'm using Ain against Steel Flanked Penveid. And Tristan. Important. Tristan, as you can see, I think I still miss a lot of effect resistance because he got the debuff at the end of the fight. So I think I'm gonna swap this one. For example, is in focus set. Honestly, focus set is not that good for this boss. The most important part in this boss is you will probably deal much more damage if you increase the attack, because as I told you, the boss is doing the boss will got a lot of attack. It will depend on your attack. Because of this one, it will do a lot of additional damage, equal to 50% of your attack 8 times. So it means that you really need to focus on attack. You don't care about critical strike rate or critical strike damage. Increase your attack as much as you can. I think I should maybe even try to got more attack on Ain, but well, that's why most of the time you want to play with, for example, effect resistant right here. I'm gonna also lock the attack percent as substat. If I can have like 2 procs, they're perfect. This one, attack speed, attack percent. Okay, and Pierce seems to be very useful. Pierce attack percent, so what? This one is much better than use focus set. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do much more damage, even if I'm using Tristan with only the skill 1. Yeah, and honestly, he is not the main damage dealer of the team. But if you gear your Caliban Archer, then right here, you see, I think I got the wrong helm. Even if I got 3 critical strike, I think 3 procs on critical strike damage, I think it's gonna be much better if I can have like 2 procs in attack percent. Ascension, for example, this one. I think this one's gonna be better than I lose 5%. Attack percent. Okay, defense. Gonna keep. There got a lot of speed. I don't know if I really need to have speed. I don't think so. So I still need to optimize my team, obviously. Damage, critical strike, attack, effect resistance, attack. Indeed, I think I can change. I have something with speed as substats. Well, maybe you don't care that much to look this. That's why I'm gonna stop. Okay. So basically, if you can go for 9k attack, I think this is great. Within a 6k, well, more attack you have, more damage you will do, obviously, but I mean, you really need to prioritize the attack percent against Steel Flanked Penveid. So this is all I have for you guys. Find your own equipment to optimize this team, and as I said, it seems that the best option is to swap Ain for K, but from what I've tried, it seems to be much more difficult to make this team, to build the team with K than with Ain. That's why in this video, I recommend you to use this team. I really think that it's much easier to build this team. But in the future, I will probably try to make the most efficient team for this boss, and I will probably find out how to build a team with K instead of Ain, or maybe it could be a totally different team. I already think about using Gilroy in this against this boss instead of Caliban Archer. Maybe with like Sargeus. Like I built a team on my video on YouTube before, like infinite turn. You can keep playing and the boss will never use anything. It could maybe be the best option right now for this boss, but as I said, I still need to try and look what could I do to improve my results on this boss. So bye bye guys, this is all I have for you today. Enjoy the game, see you soon.